will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Ball's in the deep ball. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Caught. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Using the quick game. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's John. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To throw on 1st down. Steps away. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You you definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Barber. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Uncorks one to the middle. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Under fire. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed. Stops in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. They want to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He's going for it all. Pulls it in on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up first. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Butler. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. To the air, it's Newton. He unleashes a long one. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And it's no good after the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. To the air. It's Newton. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up. On the move. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Punts it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And they're not on the same page there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play.
Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Quarterback keeper. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Newton. Buys a little time. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which...
Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the left.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand. With that big man, that's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Looking to pass, it's Newton. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Looking for the goal line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he's starting to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. touchdown time in Tennessee. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. To the air, it's Meadows. He's got it down the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground.
There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown ball. How about this? These guys are going for two. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. On the run, it's Butler. Fights off a defender. Got the first down and more. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And we just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Butler. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UAB went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Blazers team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Blue. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the ball's in the hurry up. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
He's got it in the end zone for the conversion. At this point, you're probably just working on your 2-point plays. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Quarterback extends the play. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right on the money. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Dropping back, it's Blue. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, all right? It's not...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. It's a running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Newton. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Scrambling away. Finds his man. It's Rasmussen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
4th down coming up.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Rasmussen. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Caught in the backfield. It's Need. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. On the snap, it's Cole. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Vols are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch.
And down he goes back at the 3. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Blue. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Using his feet. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
And here's the return. Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner will be dragged down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Blue. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. He'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Dropping back, it's Blue. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.